another internal issue, and then we'll move to the larger regional issues. Kashmir and Pakistan, Kashmir specifically had been a very important point of agenda for Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad, the then Prime Minister. What is the position now of the Malaysian government, your government, in how India handles Kashmir and the situation between India and Pakistan?
We have not taken an open position, but in private we do, express concern, which most people express, including here, about the need to ensure that there's peace and security, and the need to reduce tensions, because any tension in areas, any area, whether it's in Afghanistan or Kashmir or Malaysia or whatever, would invariably cause this reaction and ending suspicion and anger. But I still consider that purely a domestic issue of India. We have every right, as Indians have every right, to question some of the issues in Malaysia on a private basis, not to be deemed to be causing friction between the countries. But I wish them well. Of course, I follow from the period of Sheikh Abdullah to the son and the grandson. In fact, initially we were talking about these people, and as I told you, I met even Karan Singh, the Maharaja of Kashmir, before the last years. I've been to India quite often. India Today conference, and then to some interviews with some newspapers, and going down to universities, not inciting students, but exchanging views with them in the past.
You have a very important regional summit coming up. You're going to chair the ASEAN. What does that mean for Malaysia? What would the focus really be?
We are fortunate because in ASEAN, for me, as I see it, probably the most cohesive sub-regional grouping in the world. Very close relation with the leaders, and even potential leaders, the new Prime Minister of Thailand and Singapore, Indonesia. Although you have that transition, but the contact and the engagement has been there long before. Bambang Marcos. I think I'm fortunate to inherit this, and common understanding, even on a more explosive view, like an issue like Myanmar, which I did refer to briefly with Prime Minister Modi. We still have this 5-point consensus. We're not adamant like the Europeans on the democratic transition. We give them time. But in terms of security and stopping these atrocities against ethnic minorities, they're strong because it's affecting us.
It is indeed.
Yes, there are 200,000 over Rohingyas in Malaysia. And I believe so strongly in human rights and freedom, and therefore we'll have to protect them. But at the same time, it's causing too much hardship and difficulty for us to contain this group. So the engagement has to continue. I think India will play its part. We will have to do it. Although there is no recognition in terms of the political power of the military junta. But I think we have no choice but to engage. And I certainly will be active with the consent of my colleagues in ASEAN. The parameters are set and priorities too in ASEAN, and most of it has been discussed extensively last year in Jakarta, and this year will continue. So that makes my job easier, I suppose.
Easier.
To contain, of course, we have a problem in the United States and China, the growing tension. But as long as we take this centrality role, continue to engage with both, and I think it should be all right to contain.